Hey, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for the weekend of Saturday, April 11th, Sunday, 11th and 12th, Sunday the 12th. Time. What's time anymore, right? Okay, we're using Bonefire Tarot again for our message. The deck is still calling to us. We have three cards that came off the bottom. So let's start there. First is Ace of Pentacles. You gotta love the persistency of this particular ace. It is a divine and cosmic gift of new doors opening within your own self-relationship, new opportunities presenting themselves. And, we're stepping right through that. I don't feel that we're holding back in any way on that ace. Oftentimes in the past, we've seen how we linger in the doorway. We approach tentatively. We don't exactly cross the threshold. We try to peek in and see what we can see. And yet, you can't really see much until you actually step over it and move in. So let's see what comes with this ace. So do know, divine and cosmic gift of opportunity can be abundance flowing in as well, financial or otherwise. And I'll stop right there. We'll see what comes next. Second card. Okay, see, I did just say we were not lingering in doorways, and there's no lingering when you see the Chariot. The Chariot is dynamic movement. There's very little hesitation on that card, and there's a lot of divine will encouraging us to maintain the current momentum that we have been seeing in the cards. We've seen an awful lot of the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, and lots of clearing energy away that's no longer of service to us, repurposing it or letting it go completely to make room for what's flowing in. And now here we have this open door of opportunity on the Ace of Pentacles. And it is a gifting from the universe in a lot of ways. So yeah, that's the universe holding the door open so you can rush right through it. It's also an open door of things flowing in for you. So take it to the abundance realm when you see the suit of coins. And this does not have to be financial, as I said before. It could be anything. Joy, laughter, communication, whatever it is. There's an abundance of it and a great desire to share it here with the Chariot. Coming with this Eight of Pentacles, I'm really glad to see this card, and I'm glad to see this card in this kind of combination, because the Eight of Pentacles itself has the stigma of slow-moving energy on it. All eights in tarot have movement and momentum, so they're moving us somewhere. In this particular suit, though, the Suit of Pentacles gets quite a reputation for seeming to move slowly, because we're dealing with earth energy, and earth energy is perceived as grounded, and in its groundedness somewhat dense and or slow. I don't feel that way about it, of course. I'm not going with the typical meanings of these cards at all, because that's just not how I feel it intuitively anyway. The Eight of Pentacles, as I've reminded you this week, it is the work of our soul. We saw the Three of Pentacles yesterday, which is the master at work. So this is the master at work doing the work of the soul. This is our journey. And our journey is to step through this doorway. Now the Ace and the Eight of Pentacles make the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a message about staying grounded and centered in your own self when you combine those two. Add the Chariot to it and you can withstand, you can embrace, you can celebrate. My guides are saying expedited flow. Things are moving along faster. So even though we're in the suit of coins, which means it's grounded and it's centered, the Chariot takes it to a new level of speed. If we have to say that things move slow or things move fast, what we're seeing is a steady, I want to say a steady momentum. Sometimes the Chariot is perceived as being somewhat out of control. And as if it is not an energy that is well contained, ordered, or organized. Again, I don't agree with that. It's just taking advantage of a swift moving current. And why wouldn't we? It's kind of fun, right? And then taking that swift moving current into a suit in tarot that is notoriously slow, quote unquote, right? So we're bringing some movement momentum to a card that is already in motion, but the Eight of Pentacles is one of the ho-hums. Like, oh gosh, I've been doing this for so long. I just want to get to the 10. You can't skip any steps. You can't rush it. But what's nice is the Chariot's willing to give you a bit of a lift and speed things along. That's awesome. Okay, then we have, oh, the moon again. Look at this. Looky here, looky here. I do believe this was Thursdays. I think the moon showed up in Thursday. Yes. Yeah, Thursday's reading. Woo. It matters not. Anyway, you know this is beautiful intuition flowing in, expanding for us. Now, we have had a message this week that our intuition could at times feel a bit murky and at other times feel super clear. And I feel that that energy is still showing up on this card. So often this card is labeled with secrets, lies, and betrayals. Again, I'm not having it. It's not what my intuition picks up when I see the moon. I feel a beautiful divine feminine energy here. I feel our intuitive eye nice and wide open. I see the Ace of Cups spilling energy out over the moon. So there's a beautiful overflow from the Ace of Cups. You know we get that message so often. And that tells us that we have a beautiful flow of intuitive energy on offer and in support of our journey at this time as we do the work of our soul here on the 8 in a way that's a little more speedy than we are accustomed to, which feels great. So this week our message has been quite a bit of reputation of moving energies off the foundation that don't have much purpose for us at this time. It's like a transformative recycling that we're going through, and some parts of it feel bitter and some parts feel really sweet. We've seen that in the Death card this week, and I feel the tale continues, but I feel that we're further along now. Like this is the next chapter in the story. And then yeah, look at this. We have the Eight of Wands. More movement. Again, it's an 8, so it's hustling. It's got a little side hustle going on. That's great because this is the minor arcana equivalent of the Chariot. It is a swift moving energy. It's also information incoming. Now it is right next to the moon, so information incoming could be pure raw intuition. And I feel information coming to us in a dream state too, and or one of those spontaneous downloads and meditation. I feel that on these cards. I also feel that we are having good connection and communication, and a little more of it just because of the nature of our energy atmosphere at this time. The way we connect is slightly different, and there's a lot of it going on. And with the moon here, I feel that we have a lot to share about our spiritual journey at this time, and so conversations are lively. So the 8s also double 4s, right? So they're super stable energy. So while this momentum picks up speed here, it's not going to go off the rails. It's not going to look wobbly or even like a wild ride. It's going to be nice and steady, and it's going to be somewhat satisfying in the way that it develops, which is refreshing, actually. Okay, next set, 2 cards. First is 7 of Coins. Ooh, nice. We have the 7 and the 8. I like it. You know, I tell you every time, 7s in tarot are heaven touching earth within our own heart space. And this card in particular, in times past, has been one of those that's had me sighing heavily, tapping my toe, because it has that, oh gosh, hurry up and wait feel about it. And it's because the vine is fruiting and we want to pick it. We want to enjoy the abundance, Ace of Pentacles, of the harvest, but you cannot rush the ripening. So here's the message of enjoying the ride right where you are and really savor the heck out of it. Just do it, because this is still becoming. There's an energy still becoming. There's one that is in development and blossoming, and it's got a card that's come with it. So let's see what it is. Oh my gosh. No, I know. I can hear you. All right. So I said it the other day. We haven't seen this card in months. And now this is, I think, the third time this week. Yeah, third time this week. Three of Swords. Come on already. I'm actually taking this quite positively. I'm just having a little dramatic moment there. The Three of Swords is one of the toughest cringer cards in tarot, because it is pain, loss, and sorrow that has already come to pass. The joy, the silver lining, because there is always a silver lining in the Three of Swords. The silver lining in this is that it's here at all for us to consider. And guess what? We get to take our perceived time with it. There's no rushing it. But I love the combination here, because the Seven of Pentacles is bounty. It's abundance. It's a lot of effort and energetic investment. And it's producing. It's producing something wonderful, though that is still in development, and you may not have exactly a vision for what that is or how it will blossom, right? The Three of Swords lets you know that there is an energy that is visiting you at this time from a prior life, a prior experience in your life. And, wow, it could be past life related too. Anyway, it's showing up for consideration because you have all of this stability. You have open doors here with the Ace of Pentacles. You have an opportunity to move things forward. But if there is anything that even looks like an obstacle in your path, it's here to be loved with kindness and compassion, non-judgment, an opportunity to heal, release, and let go. So you're in a great stable environment. You're in a great momentum for it. You are listening to your intuition. It's flowing in. It's coming in like the overflow from the Ace of Cups over here. And you're doing it. You're being the master at work here in the Eight of Pentacles on your Three of Swords. The point is to pull these swords out and allow, because we saw this in yesterday's reading, that the Wheel of Fortune fills that in with pure bliss, pure love. So it's worth pulling these swords out. So we may have become comfortable with those swords. We learned how to exist with them. And now we've been introduced to the discomfort of them. Death card from earlier this week, the bitter energy. Sometimes we'll stay in that just because we know it. I know, it's crazy thinking, isn't it? But we do it. And then the new thing shows up and we're scared of it. And it's the thing that we'd been praying, affirming, and manifesting for. So interesting, right? And yet here we are screaming at the vine saying, hurry up, would you, and ripen. Not until this BS is out of the way. It's not even BS. These are valuable life lessons, life experiences. They shape who you are right here, right now, in this beautiful moment. And your intuition is informing you swiftly and giving you some guidance about what exactly to do with these swords. Think of it as the Ace of Swords times 3. What is the brilliant clarity? What is the everlasting strength you can take from this as you pull them out of your own heart space and allow the universe to fill that in with pure, raw love? What can you do with that? Next card. You can come right back to the center of yourself. Now that is the Nine of Pentacles twice, or Nine of Coins twice in the reading. I love this card. You know, she's the self-made person. She's the lady in the garden. She's got it all. She's made it all for herself. She's generous. She's spirited. She's got a wild streak. I love that about her. And truthfully, she's centered. She's grounded. So this is a message about coming to your own self, to your authentic self. The part of you that you are not hiding behind with these swords any longer. This pain, loss, and sorrow may have been some sort of boundary that had you hiding in some way and not authentically being yourself. Maybe being a people pleaser so everybody else felt okay, but you're the one feeling a little frenetic. Because you were comfortable with that. And even though you may not have fully enjoyed it, you became accustomed to it. And that's what the death card's trying to pull off the foundation for us. The real, raw, authentic, loving, blissful you is uniquely perfect and needed. We all need that. So bring that, not some people-pleased version, right? Pull the swords out and be the real you. That's what the Nine of Pentacles does. That's why that lady is so compelling on that card, because she just lets that wild, free spirit of herself out. No one expects it. Everyone's a little bit shocked by it because she's not trying to hide who she is. And these cards are coaxing us out. So listen to your inner voice. Allow this energy to move swiftly through. So these swords come out and that vine ripens and you get to be beautifully you. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Angel answers now. That's a little hard to move on from. Anyway, what do we have here? We have a timing card of all things within the next few weeks. Yes, this experience is unfolding over the next few weeks. Okay? It's so rare for us to have timing things, and yet it's come up quite a bit in this reading. And see that within the next few weeks of each day gets better and better and better as you become more and more comfortable being authentically, blissfully, lovingly you. I so needed this message for my own self. I love it. Next, our emphatic yes returns. Yes. Just say yes emphatically to you. Okay, next. Here we go again with another timing card. Perfect timing. This is a card for me about allowing. It's not so much about perfect timing. It's about being in alignment with grace, ease, acceptance, and allowing. And those are just the energies you can bring to your Three of Swords experience. Love up on those three swords. This is an aspect of you, a life experience that you have had that is requesting all the love you can give it. So do it. Don't hold that back. Oh, sweet. And again, no need to worry. I love that this card keeps coming to us. And I find it quite reassuring, actually. I have faith that you do as well. All right, affirmation for our weekend. What do we got? What have we got? Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Yeah, you create a ripple effect of peace within your own self from loving yourself and healing these Three of Swords experiences so that you can bring the totality of your soulful presence and loving self to every moment. All right. Next, our spirit animal, our little creature. Okay. This one creeps me out just a tiny bit, but it is praying mantis. Yeah. Looks alien-esque, doesn't it? So praying mantis spirit, look that up, Animal Speak or Google or something of that nature. Check it out for yourself. And like yesterday, I think we'll do one more oracle card and we'll do it from the Angels and Ancestors deck just because I love that deck so much. Okay, Angels and Ancestors, what would you like to share with us for the weekend. We have Traveler. The message is move in a new direction. And that's what's happening here. It's a great summary card, actually, because that's what's happening here on the Ace of Pentacles. We stepped across that threshold with gusto on the Chariot to go deeper into the journey of our soul's experience. So we're moving in a new direction in that way, which is revealing to us all of this stuff that is maybe being harbored on the Three of Swords that now needs safe passage to be released and let go of in a loving, healed way. So that's what's going on in the spiritual journey within. Have a beautiful weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Peace, love, blessings, joy, happiness, laughter, good, clean fun, jokes, clean jokes, dirty jokes. Namaste.